Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And away we go at the link. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap for Hurts. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
On third down, it's Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
That's grabbed at the 10. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And the Colts will take over. And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Here we go, set. Go.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And that's good for a gain of 5. That's the long-tenured Brandon Graham with the stop. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up second and 5. From the 27. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Here we go, here we go.
Third and short yardage here, Richardson. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
On first down, it's Richardson. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Milton Williams making the stop. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with third and 2.
Ready? Shot 60, shot 60.
Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. That's caught for the first. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll be first down, Colts.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Taylor gets it on first and 10. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, kid, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Ready.
Second down carry for Taylor. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. This has been a good drive, but it's at risk here on third down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Mustang 19. Go.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Gets this one to Pierce. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Ready. Ready.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Buffalo 18.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ready up.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Colts looking for a score just before the break. Second and goal coming up from the 7.
Cowboy 80.
Now Richardson to throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now it'll be third and goal.
Ready. 19 Lions.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson.
Oh.
And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on third down. Instead, it's incomplete.
That's fucking
Yeah,
good.
that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. On the return, Britton Covey. And look at this return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
Yeah.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that.
And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Hurts looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. Decent gain here, but short of the first. The defense takes its third and final timeout. The Eagles are in punt formation. Josh Downs deep for the Colts. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stops. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. The worst time for a mistake defensively, and that awards them this 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Throwing now, Richardson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And he makes the house go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
After the pick, Richardson back to the air. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's 2nd down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Pittman's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
They'll throw again. Richardson.
No.
It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. He's on the move. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Play action with Richardson. This one's taken in by Kylan Granson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. Taylor trying the left side. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 47. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Come on. Hey. Chop right.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready.
From the 23. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Finds a seam, left side. He's off to the races. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
let's go.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Taken in by Downs, left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19, 5 here. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go.
Richardson back to throw.
Another
Another interception. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Ready.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Good run. Gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. Let's go.
And he stops, so that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Great, set. Delta.
1st down throwing for Hurts. On the move, headed right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
The Colts adding a man to the secondary here. 3rd down coming up. Here's Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. They give to Barkley, left side. And it's a gain on the run, down to the 23. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles up by 11. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Let's go.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. He keeps it himself. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. He's going to keep this one. And he's stopped cold by that defensive front. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for third down.
That's what I call a good old-fashioned willpower play. Who's got more will and who's got more power to move the man in front of them? Defense won that one.
Buckle up, it's third and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready?
And he gets in, touchdown! The Eagles have likely locked up the win right there. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A give left side to Taylor. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Ready? Dragon 60. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey. Great. Set. No touch.
Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. He lofts it deep left. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Nick Cross has it. And the Colts are stopped on the return on the final play of this game.